Trump administration is pulling $18 billion in federal funding for crucial transportation projects impacting both New York and New Jersey.
Yeah, the move expected to bring work to a halt at two major construction sites. Henry Rossoff reports from the west side of Manhattan.
I think it's needed because you need the train, but the trains are overcrowded as it is, especially at rush hour.
Delays or cancellations or, stuff like that. So we need it desperately.
Every New Jersey Transit commuter we found at Penn Station supported improving the tunnels that cross under the Hudson River. But the project known as Gateway is now at risk, with the Trump administration having frozen federal funding along with money meant for the 2nd Avenue subway expansion. The freeze of a combination of $18 billion in transportation money has left local lawmakers on both sides of the river, mainly Democrats, fuming.
They're trying to make culture wars be the reason. Why? Culture wars. Over the tens of thousands of jobs that we've created.
In a statement, the Department of Transportation says it needs to make sure diversity, equity, and inclusion standards were not used to select contractors. But by its own admission, the DOT says there's been no specific allegations of wrongdoing and, quote, the department is focusing on these projects because they are arguably the largest infrastructure initiatives in the Western Hemisphere. The Department of Transportation has also firmly injected government shutdown politics into the mix. It says it now cannot conduct the review of its own funding freeze because of mandatory government furloughs. Quote, this is another unfortunate casualty of radical Democrats' reckless decision to hold the federal government hostage to give illegal immigrants benefits. New York Senator Kirsten Gillibrand calls that argument nonsense and says this is merely President Trump playing politics to harm states that did not vote for him.
What they're doing is total BS, and they're making up lies about DEI. Like, there's no DEI requirements for the Gateway Tunnel. It's an absurdity, and they're just making it up and creating political points that's going to harm New York.
The Gateway Commission, which manages this project, insists it's done nothing to run afoul of the rules or laws of the U.S. Department of Transportation and says it remains focused on keeping the project on schedule. On the west side, Henry Rossoff, Pix 11 News.